Hello peeps and welcome back to Modded Minecraft with Nightdagger. Alright, I did a little bit of stuff off camera, but not a whole lot. I automated this a little bit better. I put the energy cell in place and got this all connected up, and I made an absolute ton of charcoal. I also processed most of my ores that could be processed through this. And I got some stone in there somehow. I'm not entirely sure how, but sure, why not? I also went and raided a couple of the spider trees that are out there. The Thaumcraft spider trees. And I did a lot of wood chopping. Like a lot. A lot. And I've discovered that there are some interesting chickens around here. Let's see if I can find one of the little bastards. That's a skeletal chicken. They don't lay eggs. They drop oatmeal. So that's interesting. Alright, but on to today's episode. Last episode, let me patch this real quick. Last episode, we went and found our first diamonds. This episode, I want to put those to use. But I don't want to just make a diamond pickaxe. Because I'll be able to mine with that for a while, and then it'll break. And I'll have to have more diamonds. That's no fun. So let's see what we can do about making it so that we don't use up our pickaxe. For that, we're going to want a drill. The drill is a drill core, 2 advanced coils, 3 Inori crystal blocks. The advanced coils are iron or gold nuggets around a basic coil. Basic coil is Restonia crystal around a black quartz. Now, a lot of crystals here. This is 4 basic coils, Restonia crystal, and 4 Inori blocks. So we're looking at 7 Inori blocks, 3 diamantines, some Restonia, some basic coils, some gold, the whole 9 yards. Now, if you've never played with actual additions before, this thing has a block called the Atomic Reconstructor. It's like the tier 1 crafting mechanic for this. This requires iron, redstone, and an iron casing, which is iron, sticks, and black quartz. I just so happen to have a little bit of black quartz in here. I actually think, though, that we may need some more. Won't we? Yeah, I'm going to need a little bit more. So, let's run down here. There's some black quartz. That's 2 more. You were found primarily at level 22, it looks like. So somewhere around here, you should be pretty prevalent. Hey, lava. Hey, boron. See if we can avoid stepping in the lava. It's more silver. There we go. There's a little bit. More frickin' bees. I'd like to try and find just a little bit more. I don't think it's going to happen, though. Nope, not on this trip. We'll go ahead and pulverize that. That'll get us a little bit more. While that's running, let's go ahead and get some sticks. Only got 3 there, so we'll grab a couple of wood. We'll turn that into sticks. We're going to grab a bunch of iron, a little bit of gold. Actually, probably want more iron than that before all said and done. This is almost done, so we'll just grab that. And the gold we're actually going to want to break down into some nuggets. There we go. Okay, so the atomic not multiplier. That's an entirely different mod. The Atomic Reconstructor takes this iron casing, which we can now make. And I'm missing redstone. As we'll grab a bunch of it, we're going to need it. That gets us that. We're also going to want to make a redstone torch and a button. Could use a button, could use a pressure plate. I like using a button. We're going to attach this thing here. And then we are going to right-click that with a torch. That's going to change it to pulse mode. We'll put the button on here. And this thing is going to fill up with most of my redstone flux. Well, not most. 300,000. This thing holds about 2 million. I had it about half full, so we're still in good shape. I'm going to toss like half a stack of charcoal in here because we're going to be doing quite a bit of fluxing. Okay, so to make the drill, first we need the drill core. This is 4 basic coils, a Restonia crystal, and Anoria crystal blocks. Anori is crystallized iron, so 7 blocks of iron becomes 7 Anori crystal. Let's go ahead and make a few redstone blocks. 4 ought to be enough. And redstone blocks become Restonia blocks, which you can break down into Restonia crystals. So now, to make the basic coils, we need 4 Restonia crystals. We're going to make a few of them. I think we'll actually need 5 total. Restonia crystal and Anori crystal blocks gives us a drill core. To make the drill itself, we need diamantine, which is just fluxed diamond, or reconstructed diamond, rather. There, diamantine. We actually need 1 more coil, don't we? No. 1 more of you. Gets me 2 of you. And gets me you. So we have a drill. Unfortunately, we have no way to charge said drill. We need a way to charge the drill. What is the actual additions charger? I can't remember. Crusher, heat collector, item repairer, that's not it. Automatic feeder, coal gen, oil gen. Energizer, that's what it is. So, 2 more advanced coils, another iron casing. There's our iron casing. 2 more basic coils. To get 2 more advanced coils. To get... I'm missing a Restonia crystal. Drop you. Zap you. Make you. And we're good. We'll pop you up there. That will let me pop my drill in and pull power into it. There. 250,000 crystal flux, which is basically redstone flux. Now, there's a problem with that though. Mining 1 block takes 100 flux. That doesn't sound like a whole lot, but when you're on an extended mining trip, that can go pretty fast. The good thing about the drill is that it works equally effectively on stone, dirt, gravel, and the whole 9 yards. It's a lot nicer to work with than these pickaxes. Speaking of which, you can go away now. And you can go away now. I don't need you anymore. But, like I said, those drills, they generally tend to run out of power pretty quick. So we're going to want a battery. Now, I wonder, are flux capacitors in? Flux packs are in. A flux pack might not be a bad idea. Yeah, flux pack might not be a bad idea. Okay, there's your flux capacitors. So that flux capacitor holds 1,000,000. What's the difference? I don't know what the difference is. The hardened one is just Invar and tin added to the basic tier, and that holds 4,000,000. Okay, so that's not too bad. Let's grab 1 piece of nickel, 2 iron. We're going to process this through. We're going to pull it out of the redstone furnace before it cooks. And with this. Give it. Oh. Not paying attention? It's on my hotbar. Okay, Invar blend. We'll go ahead and let that cook. We're going to pull lead, silver, and we need a little bit of copper and a piece of sulfur. Sulfur. That could be interesting. So there's lots of different ways to get sulfur. It looks like pulverized nether quartz. Pulverized blaze rod, of course. Pulverized coal. It's a not bad source. We'll toss some coal in there and we'll just process that until we get some pulverized coal. Or, until we get some... what? What? It cooks back into coal? Really? Okay, that's good. Chewing dead wood. Grind down some coal. Okay. Sure. Okay. There's our flux capacitor. By now, we've got Invar. So we'll go ahead and upgrade it to a hardened. Oh, it's tin, not silver. Grab a piece of tin instead. We can put all of this stuff away. And the silver. We'll go ahead and make the hardened tier. Son of a bitch. Give me that. We'll make the hardened tier. Now, right now, we don't have enough power generation to really fill this hardened tier flux capacitor. I'm only generating 40 RF a tick. So this is going to drain very quick. We're going to need to get some better power gen going, but I think that's going to be an episode of its own. Unless I switch to magmatic power, but that requires a lot of lava. Anyway, let's take a look at some of the expansions for the drill. We have speed expansions. Speed augments. Speed 1, Speed 2, Speed 3. That takes in power damaging. We're not there. Mining augments. The block placing augment, which allows you to place blocks with a right click. Fortune augments, which takes blocks of empowered diamantine, unfortunately. And Silk Touch, which takes empowered emeratics. Now, we'll get to the whole empowerment thing later on. Right now, what I'd like to look at is I'd like to look at trying to get Drill Speed 1 and Drill Speed 2. This is going to require some sugar. It's also going to require cake. So we're going to need some milk. Let's just be dumb about this, huh? We're going to need an anvil. We're also going to need a milk jar, which is a bucket of milk, any sort of plank, and some glass. I think I have some glass around here. If not, it's easy enough to get. I've only got 2. Let's sleep through the night so that I can go get a little bit more sand and a bucket of milk. I'm not sure why the bar on my drill is changing color. It's actually kind of mesmerizing. Missed me. Oh, and I have been working on this garden, by the way. I've been trying to keep up with it. Okay, so we're going to need to come out here, and we're going to need to get a little bit of sand. Which is actually going to be pretty fast thanks to this drill. We're also going to need to find a cow, because we need milk. And this is something we were going to do at some point anyway, so we may as well get it out of the way. Hey, cow. Moo. Give it. Wow, okay. Noisy cow. Alright. So, glass. Let's get some glass going. I need, what, 7? I think. Oh. Looks like we're out of charcoal. Let's go ahead and get that running again. I should look at an augment. I should look at upgrading that to the hardened tier. A bronze gear, indoor ingots. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. Bronze is just copper and tin. And then Invar is nickel and iron. So let's go ahead and process our tin. And I've got automatic input turned off here, so. I'm also going to get one more piece of iron. Make the gear. Okay, there's that. With this I can make copper, or I can make bronze blend, which I can cook. Let's get my glass and make my milk jar. Missing a wooden plank. Is the recipe to put slabs back together into planks still in play? Yes, it is. Yoink, milk jar. And you even get the bucket back. How nice is that? Grab that. And we have bronze. So. Hardened upgrade kit takes bronze gear. Actually, I don't need that much powdered iron. That is plenty. Toss the Invar blend in. And I should already have a little bit of Invar left, because I only used 2 pieces. It takes, what, 4? I think it takes 4. So I think we have everything we need. Redstone. Bane of my existence. 1 hardened upgrade kit. Upgrades our dynamo to do 60 RF a tick instead. It also opens up an augmentation slot. What augmentations do we have for the dynamo? Auxiliary transmission coil increases the output. Fuel catalyzer increases the efficiency. Let's see here. Steam must be provided. Converts an applicable dynamo into a steam boiler. That's for magnetics. Those are compression. Okay. So I think what we want to do is I think we want to use the fuel catalyzer, which is 4 lead and a conductance coil. I have everything I need for that. Because in the early game, power efficiency is going to be much more interesting to me. There we go. Getting more power out of my charcoal, I think, is going to be an overall better use of the augmentation slot. Oh, hi, Black Spike. Nice to see you. Okay, let's put this stuff away. And let's see, what was I doing? We're going to need to get some sugar cane. I don't think I have any yet. We're also going to need to go find a cow. And we're going to need some dirt for what I'm going to do. So let's go find a cow that we can turn into a test subject. That's the word. Test subject. Hi, cow. You look like you want to be enslaved for the rest of existence. Did you just say no? You don't get to say no. You don't get to say no. Get in there. Squish. Cow in a jar. I love that. I love the cow in a jar. I'm sorry, it's so amusing to me that you can get a cow in a jar and it just passively produces milk for you. No. Now, are we actually going to wait for that thing to produce 3 buckets of milk? Probably not. Gonna need some more buckets. We'll probably just go milk 3 cows. We are going to need some sugar, though, so we'll have a little bit of time. Let's head over by the shore. If we do happen to see any cows, since I've got the buckets on me, I'll just milk them. I know there's a few over there, but they're out of my way. What we need to look for is we need to look for sugarcane. So we're going to follow the river. Squids make sound now. I did not know that, or at least I don't think I knew that. Ow! Bastards. There's a wolf. Hi, wolf. There's another mountain range over there. We might have to go check that out. Because I think I have a spot picked out for my base, but that one might be better. What are these pinkish flowers over here? Just lilacs. Rice. Rice is actually good to have. Grab some sugarcane. I think I'm going to need a total of like 9 sugarcane. I'd like to get a little more than that so I can get a little bit growing in reserve. There's a swamp over here. It looks like that wanted to be a cave. It wants to be a cave when it grows up. I'm not quite there yet. Ow. Ow! I probably should stop jumping off edges. Okay, swamps. Yeah, swamps are usually really good to find sugarcane. There we go. That's enough to get started. Now tell me they changed the processing for sugarcane. No, they didn't. Okay, good. Oh, hello. I'd rather not jump down there. Actually, I'd rather not do anything because it's getting dark. Let's head back home, plug that up. How are we doing, cow? Not even a bucket yet. I'm impatient. Oh, Black Lotus, okay. Come here, cow. You're not a cow. Cow in a jar has produced 1 bucket of milk so far, I think. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so, we're gonna need some sugar. And we're going to need some more Nori crystal. I think we need 8 total. I've burned up almost all of my iron in 1 episode. Such is the nature of mod of Minecraft. Okay, and we need Restonia. And I'm going to need a lot of this stuff, so I may as well just get it over with. There we go. And drill augment 1. Drill augment 2 requires cake. So we need some wheat, we need some sugar, we need an egg. Egg. Wheat. Buckets of milk. And I've already got sugar. Oh, not the speed 3. Make a cake. Drill speed. Oh, I need 4 sugar. Beyond that. And drill speed augment 2. Let's go ahead and install these. And forget they're there because we're never going to take those out again. And this thing is still trying to charge. It's at 1.52 million. Hold shift for details. Press V to change charge mode. So, use while sneaking to activate. And what are we charging? Charging equipment. That's fine. So, our drill is now getting charge from that crystal flux thing. And it's pretty significantly faster. Let's head back upstairs, because I'm not going to do any mining on camera. It's not this episode. I have something planned for next episode that I might get into, or I might not get into it immediately. I'm not sure yet. But... oh, there's sulfur. I already had sulfur. Whatever. What are we doing here? We are out of power. So let's go ahead and give this to you. We'll give that back to you. Let you start charging up. Put the buckets away. Keep the axe for now. I'm gonna need to get some more torches soon. Let's see. What else can I do? I probably should get to work making one or two more of the Pam's Harvest Craft things. Because I got a lot of wheat. But unfortunately, you can't make bread this way. You can make dough, like that, but that's just used for pizza, cake, and cookies. In order to actually turn the wheat into something useful, where is it? It's on page 1, I think. Yeah, in order to turn the wheat into something useful, you gotta process it through Harvestcraft. You have to use a mortar and pestle to break it up into flour. Then you have to use flour with something else to turn it into whatever. To get dough, which is what you use for bread, you need a mixing bowl, flour, salt, and water. And then to turn that into bread, let's see how many different things there are here. Turn that into bread, you gotta combine that with bakeware. Now, I'm not sure how bakeware cooks it, but it's fine. So, we need a mortar and pestle, 3 stone, and a stick. Pretty easy. There we go. I'm pretty sure a mixing bowl is going to be 3 wood and a stick. Planks, not like wood, but... okay, there's my mortar and pestle. Mixing bowl is same thing, just with wood planks. And then bakeware. Bakeware's kind of a pain in the ass because you gotta have bricks. Let's go get some bricks. Got this one random snow block out here. Not quite sure where it came from. Must remember, do not have draconic equipment. Can't breathe underwater. Go around and gather all of that clay up. And home. Process 8 of it into bricks. Probably should start upgrading this stuff too, but I need better power generation. And I don't want to set up really good power generation here. I really want to wait until I actually get where I want to go. Which, let me show you guys where I've been thinking about putting the base. Out here. It's on the edge of a magical forest. So this is kind of a pain in the ass, because some strange things show up in magical forests. But this, to me, looks like it could be a really good place to start a base. What I could do is I could cut back the forest just a little bit, cut away a good portion of this mountain to kind of flatten it out to where we get to the tall part, and then have like a walkway starting up here, just like a stone highway, leading up to the face of the mountain where you go through the Grand Gate with the gigantic battle axe hanging over top of it. Sounds fun to me. So I think that's what we're going to aim for. Unless I find a better place with like a more sheer mountain face, this is probably where I'm going to go for the base. Most of the carving work to get it ready is going to be done off camera, but I'm actually going to try and do some of the building on camera this time. Just so I can kind of walk you through my thought process while I'm doing the building. Let's go back home. Get my bricks now that I have them. Make my bakeware. And now, mortar and pestle with flour. Get you that. Buckets. Can you still make fresh water? You can, but you only get one per bucket. That sucks. I mean, I guess it stacks, but... I'll have to work out a way to automate the creation of fresh water. Pressing maple syrup, huh? So that gave me 5. I need a few more. And then in one of these, I have some salt. That's beryllium. There's some salt. Okay, so if we combine the mixing bowl with my flour, my salt, and my water, that'll get me dough. And then the dough in the bakeware gets me bread. Then the bread I can use to make sandwiches. If I had butter, I could make toast. Actually, do you actually have to craft that? You can't just cook bread anymore? It used to be you just cook bread. And that would give you toast. Doesn't work? Doesn't work. Huh. So you actually have to have butter to make toast. Okay. Ooh, after eating 2 bread, it's down to 57%. Holy shit. Let's put that away. I can use an apple to top off the last of my hunger. There we go. What else can I use the bread for? If I get some butter and some jelly of some sort, I can make a jelly sandwich. Tuna with pickles, mayo. Huh. Ooh, strawberry jelly. That's my favorite. Bread, ketchup, maple sausage, and onion. Oh. Now I'm getting hungry. I just ate. Plowman's lunch. An apple, an onion, a boiled egg, some sort of cooked pork, a pickle, cheese, and bread. Gets you, what is that, 9 hunger shanks and 22 saturation? Yeah, you can get some pretty serious foods from Harvestcraft. We're going to have to look at that next episode, though, because for right now, I'm out of time. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Nightdagger with episode 3 of Mod of Minecraft with Nightdagger Season 6. Off camera, I'm going to do some mining. I have to replenish my iron supply, and I might go out there and start doing a little bit of work getting things out there near the base worked out, or looking for a new base. I really need to get some diamonds, because the drill mining augment takes more of these diamantine crystals, and this one takes even more. But I only have 2 diamonds left. I need 8 total, so I need to find at least 1 more diamond vein if I get lucky. Maybe 2, depending on if I get unlucky. That's all for next episode, though. I am going to do some work off camera, and then we'll be back. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you later, peeps.